Chapter 1: Orientation and Frustration. As the heavy gates of Greystone Penitentiary creak open, a wave of uncertainty washes over the new arrivals. The stark walls loom tall, and the air is thick with the scent of despair. Carmen C. Martinez, with her sharp tongue and fierce demeanor, stands at the forefront. She steals a glance at her fellow inmates and feels a familiar pulse of tension in the air, rivalries ready to ignite. Within these cold walls, every interaction holds potential danger. C recalls her first confrontation with a rival gang member in the mess hall, a clash that left her heart racing and nerves frayed. The atmosphere is charged, alliances will form, but trust is a fragile commodity in this world. As the clattering trays echo, the group begins to navigate their new reality, grappling with fear while trying to assert their identities. This is just the beginning of a year fraught with friction and discovery. Chapter 2: The Battle for Identity. As the oppressive days at Greystone unfold, Jay finds himself grappling with a profound sense of self-discovery. Stripped of the comforts of his former life, he reflects on the choices that led him to this maximum security prison, where his identity is both challenged and forged anew. In quiet moments, he shares longing glances with familiar faces, pondering the echoes of his past, the dreams of stardom in sports now distant memories. Meanwhile, a bond begins to form between Jay and E, who finds humor in the dark corners of their existence. E's sharp wit provides levity amid the harsh realities, and together they explore the essence of manhood and resilience. Through shared stories of heartache and redemption, they cultivate a camaraderie that transcends their circumstances, igniting a flicker of hope amidst their struggles. Here, within these walls, they learn to confront not just their pasts, but also the men they strive to become. Chapter: The Sisterhood. As the sun casts long shadows across the yard, C steps into the spotlight, her heart racing with a mix of nerves and determination. In a place where loyalty can be fleeting and betrayal lurks in whispers, the dynamics among female inmates are as complex as the emotions they each carry. C narrates stories of forging alliances, binding friendships that shimmer like fragile glass, yet cut deep if shattered. A tight-knit group forms, united by shared histories and painful truths, often surrounding the creativity of their common struggles. The tension reaches a crescendo during the prison talent show, where C delivers a powerful spoken word piece that resonates with the pain and hope of her peers. Her words weave through the cold concrete walls, stirring something deep within the audience. In that moment, the sisterhood is palpable, an unbreakable connection formed amidst the hardships of imprisonment, reminding them all that resilience can take many forms. Chapter 4: Letters from Home. Anya's world shifts dramatically as she clutches a tattered envelope, a lifeline from the outside. Her daughter's handwriting bursts with youthful energy, but the words inside, filled with love and longing, pierce her heart. Guilt washes over Anya as memories of missed birthdays and stolen moments flood back. In the sterile confines of Greystone, the letter ignites a spark of hope and a wave of emotional turmoil. Surrounded by her fellow inmates, she bravely shares snippets of her daughter's words. The group rallies around her, each woman offering support, reflecting on their own families, their aspirations, and the choices that led them here. In this shared vulnerability, bonds deepen. Laughter and tears intertwine, creating an unbreakable sisterhood. Anya begins to envision a future that includes her children, and through their collective stories, the seeds of redemption start to take root, turning isolation into a shared journey of healing. Chapter 5: The Unexpected Mentor. As the days blurred together in the monotonous rhythm of prison life, a new inmate arrived at Greystone, an older man known simply as Mr. Wilson. With gray hair and a calm demeanor, he immediately stood out amidst the turbulence around him. C.J., Anya, and E gathered in the common area, intrigued as he shared stories of his past. His tales recounted not only his mistakes but also the lessons he learned from them. Jay listened intently as Mr. Wilson discussed resilience, the importance of owning one's choices, and the power of forgiveness. The group felt a shift. Mr. Wilson's wisdom resonated deeply, prompting Jay and E to reflect on their own lives. In the weeks that followed, the inmates clung to his every word, transforming their struggles into opportunities for growth. Mr. Wilson became a beacon of hope, challenging them to reframe their narratives and explore the possibilities of redemption. Chapter 6: Struggles and Survival. Life in Greystone Penitentiary is a relentless series of challenges where even the simplest tasks become monumental feats. Jay recounts a typical day, waking to the jarring sound of a metal door slamming shut, echoing through the cold, stark halls. Meals are sparse, and long lines become a battle for survival. Who grabs the last piece of bread, the tension palpable among the inmates. Yet amid this harsh reality, E's humor serves as a lifeline. In the drab surroundings, he shares jokes that circulate like currency, bringing brief moments of lightness to dark days. Together they navigate the daily grind, sharing stories of resilience. Moments of camaraderie blossom during workout sessions in the yard, where they push each other to keep going. These struggles not only test their endurance but also forge unbreakable bonds, reminding them of their humanity. Each laugh shared and every challenge faced together becomes a testament to their unwavering spirit. Chapter 7: Riots and Risks. The atmosphere in Greystone Penitentiary shifted abruptly as tensions escalated among the inmates. Whispers of discontent grew louder, igniting fear and uncertainty. Jay, caught in the chaos, found himself wrestling with a gut-wrenching moral dilemma, torn between loyalty to a friend embroiled in the riots and the instinct to protect himself. As shouts echoed through the corridors, instincts kicked in. He remembered the lessons learned from E about navigating danger with both courage and caution. C, witnessing the turmoil unfolding, rallied her fellow inmates, urging them to stay calm and look out for one another. Amidst the bedlam, a shared sense of solidarity developed. Each prisoner faced the riot not only with fear, but an understanding of their fragile existence. Together, they navigated the chaos, affirming their resilience. Behind the bars, moments like these reminded them they were not just survivors, but a community bound by shared struggles and the pursuit of connection. Chapter 8: Holidays. Behind bars. As the holiday season approaches, the atmosphere in Greystone Penitentiary shifts. Though the concrete walls remain unchanged, the energy among the inmates becomes charged with a bittersweet sense of nostalgia. C recalls past celebrations filled with laughter, family, and the warmth of connection. She paints a vivid picture of the illicit cookies and warm drinks shared during secret gatherings in the common areas, the echoes of inmates singing carols in the halls. Jay reflects on the loneliness that amplifies during the holidays, the empty chairs at imagined family dinners serving as stark reminders of their absence. Yet amidst this pain, a spirit of camaraderie ignites. Inmates come together to create makeshift decorations, transforming their bleak surroundings, infusing them with a flicker of joy. Anya leads a heartfelt moment of sharing stories about their loved ones, fostering bonds that transcend the bars, proving that even in confinement, hope and connection can light the darkest of days. Chapter 9: Loss and Grief. The cold, hard walls of Greystone echoed with an unsettling silence. The news hit the inmate community like a ton of bricks. One of their own, a quiet soul named Marcus, had passed away unexpectedly. C felt the weight of grief settle in her chest, her thoughts consumed by the fragility of life inside these walls. As whispers of loss circulated, she gathered E and J, seeking solace in their friendship. Life out here feels so certain, Yuli equipped, his humor showing signs of strain. But beneath the laughter, they all felt the shadows of vulnerability. During a poignant group meeting, C recited a poem she'd written in Marcus's honor, her words enveloping the room like a warm embrace. Together, they shared memories and tears, creating a space where grief transformed into a powerful bond. In that moment, the harsh reality of their confinement faded, leaving only the enduring strength of their shared humanity. Chapter 10: The Underground Tech Class. In a dimly lit corner of Greystone, Elias E. Johnson ignites a spark of curiosity among the inmates by proposing an underground tech class. The news spreads like wildfire, attracting a diverse group eager to learn something new. E transforms the bleak environment into a lively classroom, using makeshift teaching tools and his quick wit to engage his fellow inmates. As they gather each evening, laughter and camaraderie flourish in the space that once felt suffocating. E shares his knowledge of coding and cybersecurity, empowering others to discover hidden talents within themselves. In this unexpected sanctuary, inmates share stories of lost dreams and renewed hopes, united by a common goal. The class becomes more than just technical skills. It fosters trust and friendship, as each participant discovers their potential, breaking chains of desolation. These moments of learning and laughter weave a tapestry of resilience, illustrating the power of knowledge behind the bars. Chapter 11, The Turning Point. The atmosphere at Greystone Penitentiary thickens as rumors of an impending lockdown swirl among the inmates. Tension mounts, especially for Jay, who watches as fear spreads like wildfire through the cell blocks. A sudden event, a fight between rival factions, ignites chaos, and Jay finds himself at a crossroads. He stands with his friend, a young inmate whose loyalty hangs in the balance. The choice is stark: stay and defend his friend or seek safety amidst the chaos. This moral dilemma unfolds against the backdrop of shouted orders and the frantic scramble for control. In this moment of crisis, Jay's internal struggle reflects the greater truth of prison life, the constant push and pull of loyalty, safety, and survival. As the violence escalates, alliances are tested, and the inmates must confront their own values. The group's response encapsulates their resilience, the bonds forged in adversity, revealing the strength to face whatever comes next. Chapter 12, Rehabilitation and Redemption. As the weeks pass within Greystone Penitentiary, the theme of rehabilitation takes center stage, reverberating through the corridors like a heartbeat. C finds solace in her poetry, pouring her experiences and emotions into lines that resonate with both despair and hope. Encouraged by her peers, she submits her work to a prison literary contest, gaining newfound recognition. Meanwhile, Anya enrolls in a vocational course aimed at teaching inmates essential job skills, eager to secure a future for herself and her children. Their personal development becomes a source of inspiration for other inmates, creating a ripple effect throughout the cell block. As shared stories of triumph emerge, the sense of community strengthens. The barriers that once kept them isolated begin to dissolve, highlighting the truth that redemption is possible even in the bleakest of circumstances. Together, they embrace the transformative power of education and creativity, igniting a collective desire for change and growth. Chapter 13, Bonds Forged in Adversity. As the year progresses, the sense of camaraderie among the inmates solidifies into unbreakable bonds. C, J, Anya, and E find solace in shared meals and late-night conversations where personal stories transform into powerful affirmations of resilience. They congregate in the common area, exchanging dreams ignited by the promise of freedom, discussing potential paths and aspirations outside the prison walls. C encourages the group to share their talents, leading to impromptu performances that foster confidence and creativity. J reflects on his growth, recognizing the strength derived from vulnerability. E's humor continues to lighten the heaviest of days, reminding everyone that laughter is a lifeline amidst adversity. Together they celebrate small victories, completing a course, mastering a skill, or simply finding the courage to express themselves. In this atmosphere of support, each inmate discovers that their shared struggles have forged deeper connections, igniting a renewed sense of hope for brighter futures beyond Greystone's confines.